My name is Gina, and I want to talk to you today about the importance of self-care. I'm sure you've heard about it. People talk about it all the time, making sure you look after yourself. But what does that really mean? I've asked numerous clients over the years about self-care and what their self-care practices are, and I get a range of answers. I go to the gym, I sleep, I eat, and I think it's important to have a self-care practice. But before we do that, we need to first understand what is self. And so I like to break self down into 5 layers. You've got the energetic self, the physical self, the emotional self, the mental self, and the spiritual self. And you should have a self-care practice for each layer of self to make sure that the entire person, all levels of self, are being cared for. So I just wanted to explain what I consider the different levels, and then hopefully you guys have a practice in place for each one. So the energetic self, not very many of us are aware of it or in tune with it, but we do have references for it. We talk about things like, I get a vibe from that person, or the room was really tense. That's us picking up on the energy that other people are giving off. The physical self is pretty self-explanatory. It's the body, and so making sure you're sleeping, eating, going to the gym, exercising, things like that looks after the physical self. Emotional self is just emotional awareness and emotional intelligence, which again is a department that some of us are lacking. Do you give yourself permission to emote? Do you get angry? And when you're angry, how do you express that? Do you get sad, and do you give yourself permission to cry? So emotional awareness leads to emotional health. It's sort of the first step. So track your emotions, get a sense of what's going on, and what do I do when I feel a certain emotion. Mental health is just all of the thoughts that race through our heads. Anything from the positive, encouraging words to the negative inner critic. And again, if we're not aware of that internal dialogue, we don't know how that's impacting mood and behavioral patterns. So paying attention to what's going on cognitively is important. And then spiritual self is your relationship with God, universe, source, whatever you consider that thing is that we all come from. And everybody has a different practice there, whether it's going to a church or a mosque or a synagogue or a temple, or just silently meditating, going for a walk in nature. Again, for every level of self, there should be a level of care. Hopefully you find this helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to write in the comment section. We'd be happy to get back to you. Have an awesome day. Bye.